everyone, this is Daisy Margaret.
In today's video, we are about to discuss Class 8, Unit 9, Matter Around Us, Part 5. Topics to be discussed: compounds, classification of compounds, organic compounds and inorganic compounds, and uses of compounds. Compounds. A compound is a pure substance which is formed due to the chemical combination of two or more elements in a fixed ratio by mass. So a compound, it is a pure substance. It is formed due to the chemical combination of two or more elements in a fixed ratio by mass. So what are compounds? Compounds are substances made from atoms of different elements joined by chemical bonds. They can only be separated by a chemical reaction. Common examples are water H2O, salt sodium chloride NaCl, and methane CH4. The properties of a compound are different from those of its constituents. So you can see here in the picture, common chemical compounds are given. So the properties of a compound are different from those of its constituents. Water, carbon dioxide, sodium chloride, etc. are few examples of compounds. So we have many examples for compounds. Water, carbon dioxide, sodium chloride are some of the examples. Can you list out some more examples for compounds? A molecule of water is composed of one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom in the ratio 1:2 by volume or 8:1 by mass. So let us consider the molecule of water. The molecule of water is composed of one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom. So it is in the ratio of 1:2 or by 8:1 by mass. Let us learn about the classification of compounds. Compounds, they are classified based on their origin of chemical constituents. So you can see here classification of compounds based on the origin of chemical constituents. Compounds are classified as inorganic compounds and organic compounds. So how compounds are classified? Compounds are classified into organic compounds and inorganic compounds. What are inorganic compounds? Compounds obtained from non-living sources such as rock, minerals, etc. are called inorganic compounds. So what are inorganic compounds? The compounds which are obtained from the non-living sources. So what are non-living sources? The sources such as rock, minerals. From these, the compounds obtained, they are called as inorganic compounds. We have examples for inorganic compounds. The examples for inorganic compounds are chalk, baking powder, etc. Organic compounds. Compounds obtained from living sources such as plants and animals, etc. are called organic compounds. What are organic compounds? Compounds that are attained from the living sources. So the living sources such as plants and animals, from those the compounds are obtained. Those obtained compounds are only called as organic compounds. Examples for organic compounds are protein and carbohydrates. Both inorganic and organic compounds exist in all three states, that is, solids, liquids, and gases. let us learn about some important compounds in solid, liquid and gaseous states. So both organic and inorganic compounds, they exist in all three states. They are solids, liquids and gases. Some compounds that exist in solid state are given in the table. Compounds in solid state. Compound silica, sand. The constituent elements are silicon and oxygen. Potassium hydroxide, that is caustic potash. The constituent elements are potassium, hydrogen and oxygen. Sodium hydroxide, caustic soda. The constituent elements are sodium, oxygen and hydrogen. Then the compound copper sulfate, it has the constituent elements copper, sulfur and oxygen. And finally zinc carbonate, calamine, it has the constituent elements zinc, carbon and oxygen. So these are the compounds in solid state. Compounds in liquid state. Compounds and constituent elements are given: water, hydrogen and oxygen, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen and chlorine, nitric acid, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Sulfuric acid, the constituent elements are hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. And finally, acetic acid, vinegar, the constituent elements are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These are the compounds in liquid state. Some compounds exist in gaseous state also. Compounds in gaseous state: carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Constituent elements are carbon and oxygen. Sulfur dioxide, the constituent elements are sulfur and oxygen. Methane, for that we have carbon and hydrogen. Nitrogen dioxide, the constituent elements are nitrogen and oxygen. And finally we have ammonia, the constituent elements are nitrogen and hydrogen. So these are the compounds in gaseous state: carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, methane, nitrogen dioxide and ammonia. These are some of the examples for compounds in gaseous state. Uses of compounds. We use a number of compounds in our daily life. Some of them are listed in table. Uses of compounds. Water, chemical name of water is dihydrogen monoxide. Constituents are hydrogen and oxygen. The use of water. Water is used for drinking and as solvent. Table salt, chemical name of table salt is sodium chloride. The constituents are sodium and chlorine. Table salt is the essential component of our daily diet and it is also used as preservative for meat and fish. Sugar, the chemical name of sugar is sucrose. The constituents are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Sugar is used in the preparation of sweets, toffees and fruit juices. Baking soda. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. The constituents of baking soda are sodium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. Baking soda is used as a fire extinguisher. Baking soda is used in the preparation of baking powder and in the preparation of cakes and bread. Washing soda, the chemical name of washing soda is sodium carbonate. The constituents in washing soda are sodium, carbon and oxygen. Washing soda is used as a cleaning agent in soap and softening of hard water. Bleaching powder, chemical name of bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride. The constituents are calcium, oxygen, and chlorine. Bleaching powder is used as a bleaching agent. It is used as disinfectant and also it is used in sterilization of drinking water. Quicklime. The chemical name of quicklime is calcium oxide. The constituents are calcium and oxygen. Quicklime is used in the manufacture of cement and glass. Slaked lime. The chemical name of slaked lime is calcium hydroxide. The constituents of slaked lime are calcium, oxygen, and hydrogen. So these slaked lime, it is used in whitewashing of walls. Limestone. The chemical name of limestone is calcium carbonate. The constituents are calcium, carbon, and oxygen. So the limestone, it is used in the preparation of chalk pieces. More to know, we have the compound name and the common name is given. Copper sulfate, the common name of copper sulfate is blue vitriol. Ferrous sulfate, the common name for that is green vitriol. Potassium nitrate, saltpeter. Sulfuric acid, oil of vitriol. Calcium sulfate, the common name of calcium sulfate is gypsum. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate, the common name for that is plaster of Paris. Potassium chloride, the common name of that is muriate of potash. Summary of the video, we discussed about compounds, classification of compounds, organic compounds and inorganic compounds, and finally we discussed about uses of compounds.
For watching.